Hello, and welcome to ASMR TirarADeguello. Are you hoping to calm your mind, relax your body, or experience ASMR? Dr. Andrew Michaels is here to help you. Today, Dr. Andrew Michaels has come to assist in the treatment of a special patient, the victim of a dangerous new cryptid. The doctor is intensely interested in their symptoms, their treatment, and recovery, as he is experiencing all of that as well.
Good morning. How are you today? I know it's hard for you to move around. Well, that's what happens when you're petrified. You've been in a coma for 10 days now? Yeah. Well, I think you're doing remarkably well for being completely immobile for 10 days, but that's why I'm here today. My name is Dr. Andrew Michaels. I am an astrobiologist. I specialize in the supernatural, and seeing that you were a victim of the creature Good Time Mary, we are going to have to put you through a battery. Just let me get my gloves on here. A battery of physical therapy and massage to help you get back to normal. Don't be embarrassed one bit. You are the victim of a crime. And this character, it's not getting away with it. Hopefully, we can get to the bottom of her shenanigans. I know. Oh, I put the wrong glove on. Hang on just a second. Let me get it flipped over here. Real sterile, blowing air into my gloves to push them out. There we go. Now that's better. Good. That's a lot better. Now, just let me test your muscles. Yes, your arms and your back are stiff as a board. My goodness, your legs are like concrete. As I feel down your thighs, your knees, does it hurt even when I move your knee a little bit? When I raise it up off the bed? Okay, let me take the weight of your leg and raise it up a little bit. Does that hurt? It's just, stiff, yeah. Can you do it on your own? See if you can lift it on your own. I just want to feel the resistance. Yeah, you're not quite there yet. How about your left leg? Let's try that one. Let me take the weight. Does that hurt when I raise the knee? Okay. All right, once again, try your best. Can you raise your knee? Okay. Yeah. No, don't. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You are in the care of a doctor and a medical team, and we're going to keep massaging, moving these muscles around until we get you back 100% to normal. And one of the first things I want to do is I want to use this spritz spray to kind of loosen up your joints a little bit. And what I do is I just spray it on the right side and on the left side. And then we just rub it in. There, just like that. One side, down the other. Now what this spray does is it's like a heating oil. Do you feel it? Yeah. And it's just going to stimulate the nerves and the muscles of the leg. And we're really just intently on just getting you to feel again. We just want you to feel. We just want you to get those nerve endings popping. So like when I just push down right here, right above the knee. All right, I'm just going to tap on your thigh. Yeah. That's exactly what I expected. Very little. You should have a little bit of reaction. The body should jolt from some of this. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit of reflex testing too. It's pretty clear that where we're at, but what I want to do today is get kind of a benchmark, if you could imagine, so that in the future I'll know, okay, this is where we were on this day, and here's the improvement on, another day. So if you just hold still, let me take the weight. I'm going to test you on your right knee for a reflex. Okay, try it again. Hold still. All right, now I want to try your other knee. Let me take the weight. Thank you very much. All right, once more. It's okay. And then down by your ankle, we want to try that. Let me take the weight. All right, once more. Okay, thank you very much. And your other ankle. Ready? Okay. Now, this is not a very sharp prick, like pin prick. It won't break the skin, but you can just feel it. I'm just going to touch you in these spots. Do you feel anything there? Yeah. Don't feel anything? How about over here? Okay. Real quick, since I have you here, could you... So just take a second. Can you blow air up in your cheeks? Don't look into the light. Now close your eyes. Just let me blow air in your cheeks. Okay. Just push back a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm getting all the results that I would normally expect. None of that is bad news. Your body is trying to react, but it's just so stiff and so, sore from non-movement that it just doesn't want to move. And we have to get the nerves moving again, get the muscles moving, get the blood flowing. It's basically just, basically get up and get moving. And you're going to be right back to normal. There is really nothing that would impede your complete recovery. Oh, don't be upset. You mean nobody told you that? Well, a lot of times they don't want you to know until they're sure, until they're certain. But you have to have the hope and the desire that you can get up and walk again. You have to have the desire that you can move your arms and your hands and feed yourself again. I know it's quite a struggle for you. Yes. Let me have your hand. Here. Now hold still. We're going to put this spray right on your hands. And I'm going to rub that into your hands and up your forearms. Okay? Do you feel that? That feels good, doesn't it? Now you need that. You need that stimulation in your body, in your joints. Well, let's talk about what happened. So maybe that'll help you realize what is going to happen next. And the haunted mirror that is supposedly possessed, I'll deal with that very soon. But today I'm here with you. You are one of the victims. And it's more important that I'm here helping you than dealing with that over there at the museum. And the reason being is we've got to get you on the right path to recovery. You need full recovery, physical, mental, and spiritual. This creature took possession of you. It was feeding off of your soul while you were petrified. Good Time Mary is like a modern day Medusa. You remember Medusa from Greek mythology? I'll just rub your hands while we're talking about her. That feels good, doesn't it? Now, basically with Medusa, she was a beautiful woman that had snakes on her head. And she was so beautiful, but yet terrifyingly ugly, that when you gazed upon her face, you would turn to stone. She would petrify you, turn you to stone, freeze you. Now, basically, what happened to you was you were looking in the mirror, deeply into that old antique silver mirror, and you could see somebody moving around the background. That was Good Time Mary. She was a prostitute that was killed, yes, in the early days of San Francisco. And they always said that, you know, the man that strangled her, he saw her in the mirror, and he went insane. Her soul was trapped in the mirror. You know, these stories change over time. You never know what you're truly listening to. Does that feel good on your hands? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Do you want a little more? Okay. Now, get the spray out of here. Just give you another little squirt. There. I like that. Just let it sit there for a minute. Alright. Yes, and I have some really creamy lotion that I'm going to apply next. After the spray, you know, dries on your... What we want to do is get the spray in the skin, embed it down in, and then let it set and work. And then we'll put a nice, good massage of lotion on your hands and legs where we put the spritz spray. Because now, the reason we want that is we don't want your skin to dry out. Yeah, we got to keep you nice and limber and relaxed. That's how we're going to get the muscles back. Can you make a muscle with your bicep and your arm? Can you just like squeeze your hand? Look at that. You weren't able to do that a little while ago, but you're almost squeezing your fist. Oh my gosh, it's so cool, isn't it? Look at you. Look at you. You can do this. You're going to be back to normal in no time. I know I'm all over the place, and I know you're excited about your hands. Do you really want to hear about this? Okay. Alright, so she was killed and her soul was trapped in this mirror, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Ooh, a spooky ghost story. But people over time would look into the mirror. And as they looked into the mirror, they could see her cowering in the corner crying. They would look and peer closer and closer, but it was so dark they couldn't see. So they would hold a candle up. And when they did, they would be able to see and communicate with her and ask her why she's crying. They would get sucked into the mirror. And when they did, they literally were petrified. Their bodies would go limp. They would drop the candle they were holding or the light and collapse on the floor, frozen. And eventually, they would just atrophy and die. They couldn't eat, drink, take care of themselves. But luckily, with modern technology, we're able to help you and keep you alive during that time period. But you were frozen for all intents and purposes, like physically frozen, like stone. It was an amazing thing to witness. And I must tell you, it's frightening. You hit the ground in whatever position you were in when you landed on the ground. You just sat there, one arm extended, the other arm tucked underneath your body, your legs completely pulled up in a fetal position. It was amazing to see you that way, and it was strenuous to undo your body and get you into a comfortable position. We couldn't leave your arm tucked up underneath your body like that and laying like that. Your arm would lose circulation. We had to keep moving you around. And a lot of the body aches and pains you feel are from us forcing your muscles to actually move. It was like your body was in a constant state of clenching every muscle, every tendon and every sinew of your body completely clenched in a tight, spastic position. It was terrible to see you in such a position. I think we're going to put some lotion on now. Start working your legs back and forth. There we go. Just working down your legs, your thighs, and around your knees. There's a lot of discomfort and pain in your knees, so I'm very, very much so wanting to get down in there. There you go. Getting hungry? Yeah. All right, so anyway, we were able to keep you alive. And, well, I don't know exactly why the Museum of Modern Art in San Francisco wanted to put the mirror of Good Time Mary on display, but they did. And they hung it up for display purposes. And after 2 curators, a patron, and a security guard got trapped in it, so that's 4 people. You decided to investigate yourself, and you ended up trapped. And that was 11 days ago. Now, I've talked to all the other survivors, and they all thought they were in there for months at a time. Is that how you feel? Yeah. You felt like you were in there for like a month? Yes, that's very terrible. You were only in there 11 days, but it felt like almost a year to some. And that's part of the process. You just stimulate your leg a little bit. Stimulating your leg. Yeah. Get it nice and limber. Like that? You like that? Good. And, well, the way you got freed was, it's going to be too long for me to describe how you got free. But I assure you, I think you'll be proud of the story when it's done. You see, I was able to extricate all of us from the mirror. But in years past, destroying the mirror proved elusive. It seems the mirror was able to be destroyed once everyone escaped. I know I'm kind of giving away the story for next time, but it bears... Hang on, just a little more lotion. It bears being told because things didn't turn out the way I thought they would. You see, I normally have a process for dealing with paranormal creatures and entities, and use my instincts, my knowledge, my repertoire of weapons and knowledge to attack this problem. And everything I did backfired on me. She was set up to deal with someone like me, and I failed miserably. You see, I have a special interest in making sure you're back to normal soon, because I was trapped in there with you, and I have a full memory of that event, and I know what you went through. I know. It's okay. It's all right. I was there with you. You just don't remember. But maybe your memories will come back as your body starts to free up and move again. The cloud that has descended on your mind and your thoughts will clear. And you'll start to remember what happened while you were trapped inside the mirror. Don't be embarrassed. I'm very proud of you. Your positive energy, the fact that you're trying so hard to get your body back to normal. Yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? Right there. You have to have a positive outlook. I was only in the mirror for mere minutes, and it felt like a month, a week. I can't quite put my fingers on it. Maybe it was like a week. Even my mind's cloudy. I can't imagine what you're going through right now. Do you like that? Good. 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 We'll loosen up your arms and then we'll be done for today. Can you move your leg a little bit? Twitch your toes? Twitch them? Very good. That's better than before we started, right? You're doing great. You're going to be up and running soon. Don't worry. I won't quit till you're done and you're healed. And most of the healing is going to come from inside. You've got to get your strength back. And you've got to be determined to get up and move again. She fed off you spiritually and drained so much energy from you. That's where the fog and the lost thoughts come from. You can't remember everything in your conscious mind because your consciousness and your spirit were pulled from the body. Your body was literally, spiritually, or mentally dead. You had very little brain activity. Your body was basically just breathing and pumping your heart. We're lucky you didn't die, actually. But those functions come from a different part of the brain than your conscious mind. So luckily, those systems could keep working through everything. Get your hands here done. That's better. I know. Do you remember any of your time in the mirror? Yes. Okay. She's gone. Yes. She can't harm anyone ever again. The others? Yes. The patron, the security guard, the museum staff. Everybody's back. Even the tour guide. I don't know if I should tell you because I'm afraid it'll upset you. I think we should save it for next week, and we should work on just getting you up and moving again. I think if we go too far into what happened and the events, it could set you back. I don't want you being traumatized again at this position and this point. But it is important that we talk, that you don't think you're making this all up in your mind. You are the victim of a crime. And you were a prisoner, held against your will. And you were tortured and tormented. And all of that was real. And as the memories come back, you have to try to accept it. And don't be afraid. Don't be scared. And I'll be here. We'll have somebody sitting with you 24/7. And if you wake up from any kind of dreams or nightmares, we'll be here to talk about it, record it, discuss it, get you a drink of water, anything you need. It's important that you are taken seriously, that we listen, and we help you recover. Already your legs are starting to show a lot of strength. We were moving you a little bit during the 11 days, but we had to be so careful we didn't harm you. You have a lot of torn muscles, and you have a lot of sore muscles full of lactic acids and stuff. It just takes a long time for it to heal. It's almost like your whole body is bruised from being so rigid. I feel good. Good. You make a fist? That's good. I want you to try and practice. You can do as much as you want. Try to open your hand all the way up. And then try to make a fist. Yeah. I'm glad I got to come here today. I was so worried we weren't going to be able to start until tomorrow or the next day even. I didn't think my plane would get me here in time. But I was able to schedule a flight and get my butt over here right away. Very good. Well, I hope this massage helps. And we're just about done. There we go. Good. Very good. Very good. All right. Get these gloves off. All right. Do you have any questions? Mm-hmm. Just wipe my hands off. Make sure. Slippery. Yes. You were in the mirror with me. Do you remember now? Well, don't worry. When you're ready, we can talk about what happened in there and what happened afterwards. Of course, you were in the hospital when we escaped, and the essence, that is you, returned to your body in the hospital. When we escaped, we were, of course, laying on the floor in front of the mirror. It's quite a story to tell, and I hope you'll be ready to hear the rest. It's frightening. It's terrifying, in fact. And I know it might sound strange that I keep bringing it up and telling you you're not ready, but when you are, we'll discuss it. But you're an adult, and you've got to face reality. And we've got to get you ready for what's about to come. It's all inside your mind. And as your spirit and your mind recovers, that fog, that smoke around your thoughts, it's going to lift. And you need to accept what happened at your own pace, at your own speed. When you're ready, it will be time, and not a moment too soon. You call the shots, okay? Good. Good, that's better. All right. Well, now that your therapy is over, I think you should get some rest. Okay? Good. Do you feel good? Good. Feel relaxed, loosened up? Let me see your hand real quick. Yeah. Good. You make a fist? Look at that. You're going to be feeding yourself here in another day or so. I bet when I come in and see you in the morning, you're going to be feeding yourself some of those delicious eggs they have here. Don't they, though? It's the cheese, isn't it? I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of government cheese. We used to get it when we were kids. They used to actually sell it at the stores, yeah. I love government cheese. It's so good. Well, you get some rest, that's right. And if you have any questions, you can ask the nurse that's going to be sitting in here at all times. Okay, you're going to have a guard outside and a nurse in here with you. And they have recording devices. They have a hand tape recorder, and they have a tablet and a pen. If you want to write something down, ask them. If you want to say something or have something recorded, record your thoughts or something you're going through at the moment. They'll do that for you too. And remember, if you have nothing to say or you don't want to talk about it, don't. This is at your discretion and your pace. You're healing quickly. and this is going to come on fast. So only do what you can handle. Okay? All right. I'm very concerned about you. 11 days is a long time. I was only in there for a matter of minutes. I know what my mind went through. I can't imagine what you're dealing with. And the fact that you're smiling right now and in good spirits, relaxed, rejuvenated from the massage and the treatment, and ready to fall asleep. It does my heart good to see you this way, to see you happy. And I wish you a good night's rest. Okay? All right. All right, take your medication, try and get yourself some sleep. And I promise I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll always be here for you when you need me. Well, until I see you again, please have a most blessed day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us for ASMR TirarADeguello. Please take a moment to share, rate, and review this podcast. It really does help. If you are interested in additional ASMR content, you may view our library of videos at youtube.com/TirarADeguello. The theme song, Atlantis, is by Jason Shaw of Audionautics.com and is used by permission. Correspondence, including questions or requests, may be sent to TirarADeguello@gmail.com. On behalf of Dr. Andrew Michaels, thank you.